according to Jojo Siwa, is pregnant, which we must address. Also about what happened to Anitta. Someone asked Anitta for new music, and what she did was come back with a new face. Anitta, didn't you understand what we asked for? Let's also talk about how apparently they released Pink Diddy. Yes, Maria, they released Pink Diddy, and I made a video for Pink Diddy. So, hashtag terror, hashtag Ozuna, hashtag Pink Diddy. And some juicy gossip about Sam Smith because he has a new sensual orientation, quite different from the conventional ones. And before we start, if you hear strange noises in this video, it's because they're rebuilding the roofs of the apartments. It sounds like they're rebuilding the roof next to mine, where I live. Juana Maria, it's so close, I'm telling you. These days I haven't been able to sleep. I've had a sore throat. I mean, everything's been terrible because I can't sleep. Because these people start with the banging at 5 in the morning and you can't sleep, you can't rest. Susanna, besides that, don't forget to follow me on my other social media, especially Instagram, because if you follow me on Instagram, your booty will grow. Also, if you follow me on Instagram and share that you're watching this video, it's very likely that I'll see that story. I'll react to it and send you a little message. A little kiss on the Anastasio, let's continue. But before we start with this little video that's full of juicy gossip, Juana Maria, hello ladies, from good to bad, let's take a look at this case. Well, gossip number 1 is about Sam Smith, right? Sam Smith is a singer who has songs, their songs are spectacular. Juana Maria, he used to do many ballads before, correct? One of my favorites is one that goes, you say I'm crazy, just you don't think I know what you've done. But he has really great songs. His old songs are my favorites. But then he came back, right? Like in a new era. And it was like when he came back with his coolest songs, people were saying he was satanic, right? His performances were looking more satanic, and he even dressed kind of weird, according to Juana Maria. Well, at that time, he considered himself queer, and now he came out publicly to say it. That he has a new sensual orientation, let's call it that, not the real word, but anyway, a new sensual orientation. And it's that it's sensual breast. When I heard that, I said, no. He's attracted to breasts. He's not attracted to your face. He's not attracted to your heart. He's attracted to your breast. If you have looks, whether you're a man or a woman, you should know that Sam Smith likes you, girl. I can't, but no, that's not it. People are a bit upset on the internet because of his orientation. Sensuality is a sensual orientation in which a person experiences sensual and or romantic attraction toward what is perceived as non-human or strange. Baby, what does that mean? Does it mean you like aliens, sweetheart? Does it mean you like dinosaurs? It's not limited to attraction toward aliens or fictional characters. That doesn't mean he can't be attracted to an alien or a fictional character, but it's not limited to just that. But just because you might be attracted to a fictional character doesn't mean that's an orientation or that it's now your orientation. Has everyone been attracted to a fictional character at some point? Juana Maria? That doesn't mean that now someone is breast sensual. I feel like that takes away a lot of seriousness from the orientations that really exist. And nowadays it's a battle. There are even people who, for example, you say you're gay, you say you're lesbian, and they still attack you for that. And they also attack you because of people like this who come out with sexualities that have nothing to do with it. Sensual breast, like, could I be attracted to an alien? Disgusting, Eva, you haven't even seen an alien. How could you possibly be attracted to an alien? But it can include abstract concepts, inanimate objects, or entities that don't fit conventional human experience. So, if you're attracted to things that don't fit conventional human experience, it means they're things that don't even exist. Susanna, share your thoughts in the comments. If you're also sensual and can explain it better, please do. But honestly, neither I nor many people I've seen understand this. Boyka, I even talked to some of my gay friends so they could tell me what they think about all this, and even they don't understand. Honestly, it's something that even the orientation says goes beyond. It's beyond what a human can understand, so it's something that humans shouldn't even be experiencing because we can't even understand it ourselves. I mean, aliens can experience that, okay? But we're not aliens, babe. It's just like, how can you say that you're attracted to things, objects, characters outside of the human experience? Do you know any animal outside of the human experience? I don't know. Maybe Sam Smith knows an alien and Juana Maria likes an alien. And we still don't know it over there. I'm telling you, all those people are Illuminati. Who knows if at some point in his life he ran into an alien? I don't know. Second little gossip. Yo is still pregnant, beba. There are strong rumors that my little girl, Yo is pregnant. My little girl, the former top lesbian. My little girl, the one who used to go left and right saying, I'm a lesbian, I'm gay, and Juana Maria. A few months ago, she started a relationship with a man 10 years older than her, who, by the way, she cheated on her girlfriend with that man. But anyway, they both look pretty happy. Ni Juana Maria, that's nice. For her. She has always expressed her desire to be a young mother, wanting to have a child around the age of 20. She's already over 20, but yes, she wanted to be a young mother, to have 3 children. And well, now what made people get alarmed is that some very suspicious videos started coming out, right? For instance, when he embraces her, he begins to stroke her stomach. Something that usually happens a lot when you're pregnant. Juana Maria, all right, when you have a fetus in your stomach, okay? But anyway, yeah, so what? What else? Also, in another video she uploaded to her Snapchat, he was celebrating something unknown while he was celebrating. Where did he go? To give her a little kiss on the mouth? To give her a hug? No, to give her kisses on the
belly, my
favorite chest to kiss me? And what did people do? Since she always wanted to be pregnant, now that she's with a man, and it's easier than ever to get pregnant in a second, you know? Are people thinking that it could be a big possibility? That yes, because for example, with her girlfriends, she was planning it and it's a whole process. But with Chris, who knows what could happen in one night? People like Susanna are already speculating about it. Additionally, she's stepping back slightly from public attention. But like I said, Juana Maria, it's just a rumor. Most likely she's not pregnant. Oh no, by the way, my TikTok username is now Ligi Susana Maria. All right, a little story time. What does it matter? My friend lives in Cuba, and in Cuba, everything is complicated. She asked me to open a TikTok account for her, saying, hey friend, can you open a TikTok account for me, please? From the United States, I don't know what. And well, I told her, yes, of course, friend. I did it from my tablet, right? I've opened several TikTok accounts. I actually have like 3 TikTok accounts, and well, it always works normally. I was making a TikTok account for a friend. And when I was typing the name, right? The name she was going to have on the account. What does it matter? My tablet started flickering, Susanna. That thing started glitching. It started doing like, I don't know what was happening. And when I check, my tablet turned off, right? I turn it on. I go into TikTok. And when I go to my profile, what that thing did was, first of all, it didn't create any account for me. Secondly, it changed my name. And now I have to spend a week with the name Lychee. Oh my God, it's not funny. A tidbit of gossip. My friend Susanna gave me a labubu. Do you know what that is? Labubu or the devil? Do you remember before when it was Hello Kitty that everyone used to say Hello Kitty was evil, Susanna? My grandmother discarded and burned some of my Hello Kitty items. While talking to a friend, he mentioned his mom also burned a Hello Kitty towel he owned. So every time they saw something Hello Kitty, they would burn it. And I said, oh my God. I thought it was just something in my family, but it was something that really happened. Susanna, and now it's the same thing happening with the labubus, that everywhere it says the labubus are evil. But this labubu, no, Susanna, this labubu we're going to baptize. This labubu is going to be Christian. Oh no, but you do know that that's coming out everywhere, right? I previously said I wouldn't have a labubu or fall for it, as I didn't intend to buy one. Susanna, I'm quite stingy with those types of things, actually, Dad. I had bought one of these on Amazon. Susanna, I still haven't opened it yet. They're like cute little labubus, 1,000 times cheaper than a real one, but my friend gave me a labubu as a gift. And I was like, oh my Sheila, my Latin people. My little Anita disappeared from social media for about 2 months. She was nowhere to be seen during that time. Suddenly, she came back with a new face. You'd think Anitta would come back with new music, but no, she came back with a new face. Yes, my little one, completely different. She had undergone around 20 facial surgeries, and that was the extent of it, according to what she said at one point. In a previous interview, she mentioned having around 20 tattoos, not only on her face, but all over her body. Because, well, she was a pretty insecure girl about her appearance. She was constantly, in photos, she would retouch them too much and ended up looking completely different. She went to a female surgeon and told her, I want you to make this same face, but on my face. The face that she knew was photoshopped, and the surgeon did an amazing job. And because Anita turned out beautiful, Anita turned out gorgeous, and I'm not at all against surgeries. She was already beautiful before, and she kept looking beautiful afterwards too. Absolutely gorgeous, Susanna. And I'm telling you, I have nothing against surgeries. I think it's great that you can have a surgery. A package arrived for me. It's great that you and Milo already have a baby. Someone knocked on my door, and my dog is my alarm whenever that happens. Milo, already a baby? But anyway, yes, I think it's great that you can get rid of it with surgery. Discuss an insecurity you've had, whether long-term or short-term, and the reason behind it. That it's something you can fix like that, and that's extraordinary. Susanna, but to me it already seems crazy that Anita has literally decided to change her entire facial structure. You know, like with her eyes, she lifted them a little. Same with her eyebrows. Her nose is much more pointed now, her face too. Maybe her face looks a little slimmer, or maybe it's the same and just looks slimmer because now her features are finer than before. Sometimes I just think, wow, insecurities are really powerful, you know? Anita already looked perfect, but who knows how she saw herself in the mirror? Maybe someone could look at her and say, no, she's already a perfect woman. She didn't have to do anything else, but looking in the mirror made her feel like she needed to change something. I often ponder these topics. What are your thoughts on this? Share in the comments. I'm telling you, I'm not against surgeries at all, but it really shocks me that people who already look perfect feel the need to keep going and going and going and completely change themselves. Her appearance is completely different now, but if she's happy with the results, that's what matters. The only thing that's true is that it really shocked people, and I include myself among those people. Susanna, I was shocked by Anita's new face, but she's an exceptional woman and we love her dearly. So if you write your opinion in the comments, obviously with a lot of respect. The case of Diddy, Susanna... Susanna, I made a video about Diddy. In fact, it's my most viewed video on my YouTube channel, and the video is demonetized, by the way. Oh no, but well, yes, it is my most viewed video here on my YouTube channel. And what does it matter what I asked for? He was acting like he was being accused of the worst thing in the world, Susanna. And now on the internet, they're saying that he was released or that he's going to be released. Because they dropped the charges, the worst charges he had against him. They were dismissed, right? They dropped them and just left him with only a few. Out of 5 charges they were accusing him of, they only left him with 2, which were the least serious, you know? Just like that. But not because of luck. Like, he won't get out of jail. He's going to stay in jail because they didn't grant him bail. I think he had offered him about $2 million. So he could spend his years in jail at home. His house is a mansion, so in the end, you're not even really spending it at home because your house is a mansion. Your house alone is already the size of my entire Pidiriano neighborhood. Already. He was only convicted on 2 charges, the less serious ones, meaning transporting people for certain purposes. Those were the 2 charges they gave him, and the other 3 charges were the serious ones. Were they really going to make him rot in jail? If they found him guilty of those charges, it would be human trafficking and organized crime, and in the end, they didn't charge him with those. So I searched on the internet. And the range of years they're going to give him for those charges is going to be between 2 and 5 years. I mean, only 2 to 5 years? That's what he's going to spend in jail. Everyone thinking he was going to rot in jail, that he was going to spend 30, 40 years in jail, not 2 to 5 years. Susanna, but well, I can tell you this was pretty intense. So many things came out about Diddy that I'm really surprised they only gave him the 2 lesser charges. Honestly, I'm telling you, his lawyers were the happiest in the neighborhood. I also saw the sketches, right? Because I was like, why couldn't the photographer go in to take pictures? You can only see the sketches. I mean, this sketch, that was Diddy's reaction. He broke down, Susanna. He broke down crying, like saying, thank you, God. Because he knew he wasn't going to leave there completely free. And in fact, when they gave him the 2 lesser charges, his lawyer took the opportunity to ask the judge if he could be released on bail. Right? To give him $2 million right there on the spot and that he would leave. But no, they didn't let him. And honestly, I feel like they really didn't let him. And honestly, I feel like they really didn't. Wow. But anyway, I feel like they didn't accept it because of how public all of this is. Because I'm sure that if it wasn't such a public case, they would have accepted it. Juana Maria. This is the truth. Yes, Susanna, that's all. I hope you really liked this video. I want to make a video about Chespirito and, well, Chespirito. And what's her name? Florinda Mesa? But I feel like it's already too late for me to make the video. You guys write in the comments if you're interested in me talking about it. Susanna, I send you all a little kiss on the Anastasio. I love you so much. Thank you for watching this video. Love you. Take care. If you made it this far, I was a real baddie. Oh, thanks for watching my videos and supporting me, Susanna. Leave me a little gray heart in the comments because I saw that gray hearts exist now. But if you don't have a gray heart, leave me a white heart. Since you made it this far in the video, comment, "Oh my God, I was a real baddie," and I'll read it. Just do it.